Good morning, I'm Michael from Monster Gaming, and if you enjoy the video, please like and subscribe. It's May 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. So for this week's Throwback Thursday, today I'm gonna do my Star Wars collection. So as well as this shoebox full of figures, I've also got a bag of stands for them. So I think I'm gonna bust it open and put them all on their little stands. So, for anyone who didn't know, these are COM chip readers, and this doesn't have batteries in it, and it's very, very old, but you could connect the two together. Basically, you put this near it, and it did voices from did lines from the films. Put them on there. Jar Jar. So, there's loads. Droidicas. So I'll put that to one side. So actually, as you can see, there is a lot of these. So I'm going to sort them all out and then try to stand the figures on them. So here they all are. They're a mixture of the first, I want to say they did 3 waves of figures. Now, I was going to spend ages matching up all their weapons, but there's a lot more characters here than I thought there would be. There's absolutely loads. Now, this will always be my favourite. This is Newt Gunray, and he's an Emodian, and he is, I would say, the principal baddie of the film, though obviously we really know it's Darth Maul and Darth Sidious, but he's kind of like the figurehead baddie, and I really like him and his partner in crime, Rune Haiko, who's this one, and they lead the Trade Federation, though I'm sure everybody has seen the film. I do think they're very, very cool. I think the articulation was quite a step up, and they were much better than the Power of the Force figures from the mid-90s. And I have quite a few of these carded as well, but there are loads. Now, I've also got some more here that I don't seem to have the COM chip for these guys. So here's an Obi-Wan and a Qui-Gon Jinn. I also have a kind of hooded, cloaked Darth Maul. So I wonder if they came ever so slightly later, and I've ended up including them in my set here. And then I have this battle droid here who has his gun fixed in. So I imagine he probably came with a vehicle or something, but I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to put him to one side. And then this was the sneak peek Mace Windu figure that they brought out in a little green box not too long before the film came out. But there you go, he's quite cool as well. So I've spent ages standing him up. I guess I'll now put them away. And have a look. So what else have I got? I've got this cool Gungan battle wagon. It's got this cannon on the top that shoots these kind of blue rockets out. And then this guy's actually fixed in. He doesn't come out. The animal does, though. The animal detaches. And then at the back, just like in the film, there's a bit that opens and all the balls can come rolling out if you have them. In fact, let's drop that in the back there and close that. So I have this. Then also, keeping with the Gungans, I've got this rather obscure catapult. Now, it's really balanced badly, so it does have a habit of falling over. But the idea is you put one finger on here and then you go poof, like this, and you flick these balls. Now, I'm not going to do it in case they go flying too far, but you get the idea. So that's quite cool. And there's another spare set for you to fling. Got Darth Maul on his bike. Now, I quite like this one because this is kind of like a cloaked, robed Darth Maul, and quite good at kind of exposing his head and his face. But my favourite feature on this, and it's not going to fire out as it should do, but when I press this down, the back pops open, and inside is a probe droid, a Sith probe droid, ready for hunting down and exploring and basically finding Padme. So So let's close that. These two cool stap droids. Now they were part of the kind of pre-release phase to kind of whet the appetite for the film, just like Mace Windu was. Came in a kind of black and green box. Missing the missiles on this one, but the idea is there's a little button on the bottom that as you press it, it gently moves the panel here and also moves, but if you press it in too far, it then shoots out the rockets, which is quite cool. So actually I think they display very, very nicely on the shelf. I really feel as I'm doing this that I must set up a Phantom Menace cabinet or something, because actually I've got quite a lot, including this little double pack here. So this is the OPC Killer, chases them when they're in their Naboo sub. Really good snappy jaws. I've actually got a couple of these because my kids quite like them. But it comes with Qui-Gon with like these nice little angular feet, so you can make it look like he's swimming, but also comes with a big spear. And he's got, like, you can't see, has like a really big weird ugly beard. It's not, it's actually a bad paint job on the kind of breath mask. But I think it's really interesting because obviously at no point in the film does he go and try and fight it with a spear. There you go, that's the OPC Killer. Would have liked it if they did a Sando Aqua monster as well, but they didn't. Got this. Pretty sure it should have came with a Qui-Gon, but I'm not actually 100% sure. But you press this in and it looks like it's running. Really like that. So I actually think that's from Tatooine. Can't quite remember. But yeah, really good running effect. Really good running effect. No playset would be without a Jabba. Now this is not the best Jabba. I do actually think the face isn't anywhere near as cool as the two that came before it, but I do like that you can decapitate the fish, stick it in, and then in theory it should shoot. There we go. I won't ping it across the room just in case the plastic breaks, but I quite like that. And that came with this double-headed announcer. So that's quite cool. The Vulture Droid 3-pack. Now, before I do anything, let's see if I can get it to stand. So in the film, you don't see it often, but the Vulture Droids actually can stand and walk. So this one is a transforming one. The head pops out and you can have it in kind of like a walking position, which is quite cool. Comes with this kind of tripod for setting them up on. Let's have a quick go. So this one goes in here. Got to remember which way round to put it. They do have missiles that shoot. I think I've just packed them away though. There's one. There's two. And then I don't think this one just sits in the middle. No, sits on a bit that I'm missing that would have gone out like that. But that is, so you could have them flying in formation. And then this one and this one fired the missiles. And then this one springs all of them off. So they've taken a hit. These triple pack scenes they did. So this is a first one. This first one is the spectators at the pod race, watching Anakin race against Sebulba. So there's Watto making bets that he shouldn't do. So that's quite cool. And then this next one is the street scene where Jar Jar accidentally upsets Sebulba. And then this final one is the kind of, I would say epic showdown, but it isn't really. Kind of showdown in the desert between Qui-Gon and Darth Maul that lasts all of about 5 seconds before Qui-Gon runs away. But there we go. So that's it. That's my Phantom Menace collection of figures. I'd really like to get both Anakin and Sebulba's pod racers. I think actually pretty much just that and maybe a Naboo fighter. And then, yeah, find space to put a cabinet up and put them all on display. Because actually, I have all their weapons in hand. These displays look quite good. I've got some of them carded as well, so I could have them lurking in the background. But yeah, quite a lot of figures. Thank you very much for looking. Take care.